Hello, Jim James here. Back to make another video, and this one time is also going to be a relationship, but this is going to come from why did I make the last video. You know, I think I had someone subscribe for me, maybe they found it kind of offensive, but I'm going to give you more in detail why this happened. This commentator made a good audio, and guess what he gonna say. I'm gonna play a little bit of his video about women who want gangbangers.
Hey,
in
do you have
in a particular community.
It's yours.
You know what I mean.
Hey, sir,
They want
do you
the
have
bad boy.
$2? It's yours.
Wait, what's going on? Okay, thanks anyway.
And he entitled it Thugs
I've got
Who
$2.
Love
Can I
Them.
grab a drone as well?
Unfortunately not, because you haven't got...
You don't belong there.
Oh.
I made this video just to show you how much drama they love, you know. And part of the video, we have to enter into this pookie world so I can explain to y'all, so I can show y'all exactly how they get down. This is a video. This is a recording of Whack 100 and a rapper, a failed West Coast rapper named 40 Glock, and I want y'all to listen to the Keishas who just get involved in this, that don't have to be involved.
Sorry about that. I was trying to. Damn it. Sorry about that. Damn it. Had to go back to that. Damn, I forgot which one it was. I was trying to shorten the screen, and dang, I hate when that happens. But I'm going to show you the reason why I made this video. And you know, sometimes the truth hurts, man. But it's the truth, the why some men are leaving, why they choose to leave the United States and go for other women around the world, because they meet this type of women here that want a certain type of man that they would submit to. If he don't, it's all these different priorities of submitting to it. And it doesn't make any sense. Instead of submitting to a man that really he's trying to be a family man, trying to do the right thing, play by the rules, and ain't trying to bring no drama, trying to live a long-lasting life, trying to have a person that'll have a long-lasting life. And you have some women that don't appreciate it. I'm not saying all women, I'm saying some women don't appreciate it because they hooked on this drama. And some they're attracted to the unsavory character of some men that they think, example, manhood, protection, and all it does is brought us chaos and drama. And so this is what he was addressing about. And I'm gonna get back to the channel. But yeah, this is what he was addressing about. And somebody gonna find it offensive, but it's a lot of truth in it. You know, and I guess the person who finds people going to subscribe because they don't want to take accountability. Or they're gonna agree with somebody that stands with that stand with ignorance. And you know, it's like you can't be on cold with something that's ignorant, whether you're male or female. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And just like men gotta be held accountable, women gotta be held accountable for their actions. If they want to have a relationship with the man, I mean, you know, it takes two to make a relationship. And I think that we live in a culture that we don't value that. It takes two. It takes two to make a marriage. It takes two to make a relationship. What more do you want? But if you got somebody that they have a certain role to play in the relationship. But if you got a woman that wants to be out of order, that's not going to work. It's not going to be happiness. It's going to be off-centered. It's not about controlling and dominating and making someone a slave and demeaning. It's nothing like that. But in this Western culture, that's what it comes down to. So when I made the video, I was pointing that out. I was pointing that out basically like, hey, some people they don't know what relationship is. It takes two to form a relationship. It takes two to give and take in a relationship. But apparently, you get some people get offended about that and wonder why they still single and wonder why they don't have somebody because they show self-centeredness. And that could be a woman or a man. And you have women just as self-centered and egotistical as men, because women know how they're egotistical. Some of them are, because they let their looks and let their attention get to them, and they've been able to use and manipulate some men to their own advantage because they think that they soft, they think that they're weak-minded, and that they can flirt and tease them a little bit. That you can just keep teasing somebody and teasing and mentally, because you're not really attracted to them, but just to tease them along the way. That man just gonna keep going along. But anyway, before I get back, I'm gonna stop at this video. I'll find another video. But this what this modern woman said.
Building and protecting wealth is more daunting than ever. Amid global market volatility.
Ladies, one thing that I always would tell men is that if you don't cook, you don't clean, that is a prerequisite to date you. I tell all men that, because think about it. How are you going to build a family with a woman who can't cook, who can't clean, which is the basic things that women have been doing for millions of years? Modern women is not where it's at. Now, of course, guys will have fun with modern women, of course. That's what they believe in anyway, a lot of fun. But it's not no one to settle down and have a family with. Case in point, this woman here, let's review it.
I don't cook, There's so many other things that men care about. They only care about if they can't afford to go.
That's a lie. So, how did this thing? A lot of y'all women get on these little shows y'all having and podcasts, and y'all discussing men like y'all know us. And as men, we sit here listening to you and say you don't know what you're talking about. And that's the thing. There's so many women out here giving advice to other women, and you screwing these women up. You are sabotaging these women from getting men.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, men care about you cooking. Men care about you cleaning. If the man comes home, he don't want to see clothes from the door all the way to the room. He don't want to see the pillows on the couches all over the place. He don't want to see dishes piled up in both sides of the sink. He don't want to see any of that mess. He want to see the freaking bathroom clean. He want to see the toilet paper roll changed. He want to see the house swept. He want to see the house mopped. When he come home and he see a clean house, it makes him feel good, because he say, okay, man, that's what I work for. This look good right here. And you doing what you're supposed to do. Then it's no problem with you saying, hey, I need to be, I like to get my nails done, my hair done, my this and that. Of course. Because, hey, you're doing everything the minimum that you're supposed to be doing. You say you don't cook. What do children eat if you got them? What do they eat? Chicken nuggets, one of the worst things ever. Other fast food items. What you giving them pizza every other day? What you do, taking them to freaking Taco Bell or whatever? Because you don't want to cook. That's why I told y'all before, I loved the pandemic, at least the first part of it, when them restaurants got shut down and these modern women had to actually try to get their behind in the kitchen and cook. Them restaurants should have stayed closed for at least for a year. Then you would have had a big turnaround with a lot of these women. But men, don't you date a woman that can't cook or clean. To me, if you can't clean, you're dirty. That's how I look at it, period. I don't care how much you take a bath. I don't care how much perfume you put on. You're dirty. Because if your house is dirty, you dirty.
So get the DoorDash every day, and if they can't afford to get the meal prep, what I eat is not what you're going to eat. Like, I'm not making meat. Like, I'm not going to cook cheeseburgers and fried chicken. Like, and you...
Who say the man want cheeseburgers and fried chicken? Once again, horrible food. There's men out here that actually eat decent meals. What if that brother wants some salmon? Some grilled salmon and some vegetables. What if that brother's like that? What if that brother himself may want a salad? Why you assume all men want meat? Not all men eat meat. Some men don't eat meat at all. They may eat chicken.
That's true.
You know, like so I do my grilled chicken breast or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Or hey, I eat like only meat I will eat like lamb or something like.
Right.
Why you assume that? That's not a meal for a man. To let you know, fried chicken, cheeseburgers. You just gonna make the man sick. That's why a lot of men be dying is because the women be cooking all that horrible food. The ones that do cook, because they can't cook worth of crap. To cook something healthy.
Want to eat that? I get it. You're a Southern man. You should eat that.
Not all Southern men eat that crap. I'm from the South, and I'm telling you, not all brothers eat that crap. Once again, you don't know men.
Right. I will not be barbecuing ribs. I'm making a salad. Right. Maybe a panini.
That's all you can make is a salad and a panini. Well, man, I don't want to eat a salad and a panini every day. But once again, I tell you, these women don't know what they're talking about. But one thing she did not emphasize, she didn't talk about the cleaning part. She said she'll make you a salad or a panini, but she didn't say nothing about if she's cleaning. But she said in the beginning she did not clean. So fellas, on your bio, because women actually read your bios on these dating profiles. In your bio, fellas, like, you know, put down what you would not date a woman for. I mean, it be explanatory. If you say no single mothers, put that little thing and say, hey, I won't date women that are single mothers. I won't date women that use any kind of drugs. I won't date women that's taking mental health pills. I'm sorry, nothing against people with mental health, but I just don't want to deal with it. Sorry, I'm not going to deal with it. You deal with your issues with your doctor, and that's it. Some men can say that, right? And it is what it is. You can get mad. You can put on there, hey, I will not deal with a woman that don't cook and don't clean. Period. I'm not going to deal with a woman that just spend money and always broke. I'm not going to deal with a woman that's sitting up here not working and on food stamps and welfare, being lazy. Put down a lot of things that whatever your deal breakers are. Say like, I don't deal with a woman that smokes cigarettes. You know, like put all that down. I promise you, fellas, you're going to get more women jumping in your DMs. Trust me, they're going to be upset. Well, why would you say this and that and third? Why are you mad? Just look at the profile, say, well, he's not for me, and move on. But one thing women don't like, fellas, is rejection. They can't deal with rejection. It really goes through them when a man, especially a man that got himself together. Now, if you're a dude that's dusty, no one would care about you. But if you're a guy that got yourself together, you know, you on your, let's say on your dating profile, you know, you posting a lot of pictures of your worldly travels. You know, you look clean, you know, on your profiles. You know, you're showing you in the American Express Centurion Lounge, you in the Delta Sky Club. You know, you may went to Turkey or something and say, hey, I can't wait to Turkey just to get some spices, man. You know, I'm riding business class from Turkish Airlines. Oh, look, I'm in the business class lounge, which that lounge is nice. That one in Istanbul, oh, that's a nice lounge. Yeah, go there to that one. If you ever do Turkish Airlines, fly business class, and go to that lounge in Turkey. Put all your worldly travels, do things like that on your page. Fellas and women gonna be so interested in you, because trust me, dudes that world traveled and dudes that's, you know, dressed nice, look like they got themselves together. Okay, now they look at your profile, then they see down there that what you don't deal with, they really gonna get hot. They gonna get so hot with y'all fellas. Oh man, they gonna get hot. But it is what it is. It's called weeding people out. Because men are always trying to.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
When you have some standards, it's okay for them to talk about they want a man at 6 feet,
right,
making 100,000, 200,000 a year. That's fine. But when a man has some sort of standards,
right? Oh
no, that's wrong. Oh, you just being horrible to women. No. The man just don't want you.
Right.
But you don't qualify.
Right.
Men, always in your mind say that women need to qualify for you. They do. They need to qualify, especially if you're doing good for yourself. It is going to hurt you to pick the wrong woman. It could destroy you financially.
I'm pumping tree yards in a cloud of dust to all corners of the state. I'm the ultimate homer, and that's my edge. They say never bet with me, but victory tastes that much sweeter when...
Watch this.
I be tripping? He be knowing.
Wow.
Okay? I'm just saying. He knew back then.
Wow.
That in 2023, I be tripping? He knew.
We'll hear from these two. What's going on with men? This is a couple.
Welcome
to the J&O show.
We talk about
things that we were never told them, Jay. And now you know.
Alright guys, so we are going to do a reaction to a short by Melanie King. Shout out to her.
Yep.
And here you go.
Can you respect him? He didn't say love him. You see, the reason marriages end in divorce is because you think he wants your love. He wants your love, don't get me wrong, but he needs your respect. That's why he stays at work and doesn't come home. Because at work, he's celebrated. He comes home and he's tolerated. We think he leaves because I cooked for him, I cleaned for him, I served him, I took care of him, and he still left me. Because he is not fueled by your love, he's fueled by your respect. Respect is celebration. We feel like that at work. And then we come home and we see this woman coming out of the corner and she looks a little bit like Smeagol. My precious! And she crawls up to you with the fistnet round her head and says, why did you take the bins out? Why did you take the kids in the carpool? What are you doing at this time out still this late? And the man goes, I'm going back to work. Can you respect him?
He didn't say looking like
Smeagol. Wow.
I don't know what order these videos are gonna go in, but we just recently did a video.
We surely did.
Where we were talking about just that same thing.
And I'm telling you that it was not planned that way.
It really wasn't.
Yeah, at all.
But it just speaks to our point that the way men and women are built, this stuff is foundational.
Right.
Like, and it's biblical. The Bible says in Ephesians, we came from Ephesians chapter 5, starting at verse 21, reading all the way down.
Yeah.
We're talking about the whole thing about submission. Check out this video. But one of the key things the Bible says, husbands, love your wives. And then it says, wives, reverence, in the King James Version, reverence your husband, aka respect your husband. It's a reason for that, y'all.
Yeah.
God know what he be talking about.
Look, y'all,
he be knowing.
Wow.
Okay? I'm just saying, he know everything. He knew back then.
Wow.
That in 2023 y'all be tripping. He knew.
On one today. I don't know what's going on. She done switched places with me. Anyway, look, I'm caught off guard now. I don't know what to do. Men and women want different things from relationships, and I think that that's something that we can put into basically anybody. If you're somebody who is looking for love, if you're somebody who already is married, if you're somebody who got fiance, something like that, you came to the right place, because this is the show.
This is the show
by married people, for married people, and people who want to be married. And one of the most important things to understand about men and women is we is different.
Yes.
If you were to go and you went out and you were to girls, and one of your girls comes up to you, she's the single one in the group or one of the single ones in the group, and she's like, oh, I met this guy, oh my goodness, he might be the one. What would be one of the first things that you ask her about him?
I don't know
if I should be asking her this, because she's different, she's special.
I'd probably ask her where she meet him, like where you know him from.
Okay, and that would be your first thing? What else?
Yeah. How do you know? Why do you feel like he the one?
Okay, what else? See, I told you she different.
Like what? Like what makes you think this person is the one?
Holler down in the comments and tell me how many of y'all ladies would have been like, what he do for a living?
Oh.
Where he work at? Do he got a job? Don't that sound like that's high on the list of things y'all would have said? Let me tell you something.
I'm sorry, my brain worked.
Yeah, look, it's late. We about to go to bed. Anyway, on the opposite side of it, I can tell you, just being a guy, if one of the dudes was coming to the group and say, I met this girl, man, I think she the one. First thing we would all ask is, how she look. That'd be the first thing. It's not because men are retarded. It's not because women are gold diggers. It's because we want different things in relationships. And a lot of relationships get messed up because women think that men require love first and foremost. And we don't. A lot of guys, not a lot, but there's a, well, actually, some guys, because it's still a lot of them, even if it's a minority. There are a lot of guys out there who don't really care about whether you love them or not. They need your respect.
What Martin say? Respect
my house. That's what they need. They need to know that you trust them to be the man of the relationship and to take the lead. Women require that you love them, care for them, treat them kindly, nourish them, feed them something to their mental situation, man. We coming from two totally different places, and it's not wrong or messed up or off. It is actually perfectly balanced. Your jagged pieces fit my jagged pieces. Like, it's meant to be that way. It's meant for us to require different things from us so that societies can grow. We're not the same in so many ways.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Look, I know that there's the modern woman revolution going on right now. This feminism, third and fourth wave, they say, and all of this stuff, and they're fighting for equal rights to be able to have really nice jobs that can afford them all the Louis bags and all the Ferraris that they could possibly want. And I understand that that's where a lot of society is right now, and that's what a lot of people are fighting for. And yes, you can have those things. That's fine. There's a cost to get that type of lifestyle. And I'm just tell you flat out, most men and women would not do what it takes to get the things that those people have. The only thing that most of us would do to get what they have is if we had the talent to do something like sing. If you sang and dance, or if you tell jokes, like if you get into the arts, we all be willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I had a voice, heck yeah, I'd be trying to sing. I'd be Whitey Hutton. I'm a man. Whitey Hutton. That would be my name. And everybody be talking about, why did a black dude named Whitey? It don't even matter. If I was singing, that's who I would be. I'd be Whitey Hutton. You know what I'm saying? I have a soul glow Jerry curl.
Just let your soul glow.
I have a mustache, no beard.
Just let your
Oh wow! I have a mustache, no beard. I just have a mustache with a soul glow Jerry curl, and I'll be singing my behind. That's right. I will be singing my behind off. Most of us would be willing to do that type of stuff, or if we played a sport, we'll be willing to do it if we play basketball. A lot of us don't realize what basketball players really be going through. But anyway, we'll do that. But most people who are rich are not sports people. Most people who are rich are entrepreneurs. It's not even. Most entrepreneurs ain't really got it like that either. I'm gonna keep it a buck. When you start looking at the stats, how about this? There's a lot, and I do mean a lot more entrepreneurs that make less than $50,000 a year than that make more than $50,000 a year. Damn, a lot.
You think so?
I looked up the stats. And it's crazy. Way more than 50% of entrepreneurs make under 50, because you gotta understand, everybody got a business. They sell insurance, they sell weave on the side. I'm talking about they actually like report to the IRS that I have an actual business.
Well, I guess because I'm talking about on a grand scale of entrepreneurs.
No, I'm talking about entrepreneurs in period, because everybody's an entrepreneur, but most of us broke. But look, let me just get
about real entrepreneurs.
Why you going for the entrepreneurs? They all real.
I'm just saying.
We all real out here. We all got dreams and hopes. We got to just step on it.
I'm saying because
who's this today? I don't know what's going on. This is not the wife that I married. I don't know what's going on.
No, because I mean full-time entrepreneurs. Because when you were talking just now, it came off to me like I do this on the side. Like, oh yeah, I sell lashes. I do this. Like, you do these things on the side, not necessarily like it's your full-time. This is what you do.
It's a finite amount of people who do a whole bunch of stuff and they actually earn any money from it. Bless you.
Excuse me. Anyway, getting back to the point. We ain't talking about that. All right, what we talking about? Make me get off track.
Oh goodness, respect.
Yes.
We're talking about respect. Yeah, I went on a massive tangent. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, bringing it back. Men and women are different. So even with what's happening in modern society, that does not change the fact that men and women are very different and want different things. from each other.
Right.
I think that was a phenomenal video, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had anything else that you wanted to throw on it, but I think that was phenomenal.
Yeah, no, just comment down below and let us know what you guys think. If there's anything you disagree with,
Right.
I guess you can say. If there's anything you disagree with, comment down below and let us know. Because we want to be able to hear from you all. We want to be able to have, conversation. We want to converse,
Yeah.
okay? Because this channel here is by married people.
For married people and for people who want to be married.
So we want to be able to help foster healthy relationships, y'all, so that we can stay together or get together and stay together. All right? But I think that's pretty much going to be it for this episode.
Yeah, that was short. Just always remember that men and women are not the same. Don't expect each other, because that happens a lot.
What?
Do not expect each other to think or want the same things. That is a setup for disaster. Don't ever find yourself going, that's what I would do. You done messed up already.
You got to learn your spouse's or your significant other's love language, because we all have love languages.
I heard somebody say that was bull crap.
What?
The love language thing.
Oh, bruh.
They was like, man, that love thing is bull crap. I completely disagree with them, but I heard somebody say that.
Yeah, no, there's such thing as love languages.
Yeah, everybody's different. It's gonna be very hard for you to meet a guy who don't really put the way that you look on the top of their list. Now, what they want from the looks category can be different from guy to guy.
Because that's preference.
That's preferences. But that's gonna be at the top. And if they telling you they don't care about how you look, they're lying to you. I'm gonna just tell you, as a guy, I used to tell my wife to say, it don't matter what you look like, girl. It don't. It don't matter what you. I was lying. I heard this story before. Hurricane Onika came in. It was mostly personality. But let me tell you something. What made me seal the deal and be like, yeah, we can definitely get together? Because she wasn't ugly. Because if she was ugly, it wouldn't have happened. I don't give a how good her personality is. It can't be. I'm not, we don't do the booger wolves over here, bro. We don't do booger wolves. We don't do halitosis. We don't do foot fungus. We don't do none of that. And no, I'm just saying, especially if you got foot fungus in the face. Like,
Dang. Really like.
Hilarious.
okay. Alright, y'all. We getting giggly because we supposed to be going to bed soon. So we gonna go now.
We trying to be quiet. The kids all in bed, sleep. Nala got tested in the morning. We need to go.
Alright, y'all. We gonna go. But hey, we different. Don't expect your partner to be like you. Love them for who they are and learn how to get along with it. Yeah. If you don't know how the heck that look, go through a whole bunch of our videos. We'll give you some advice.
Yeah, check out some of these right here.
Yeah.
Alright?
Alright, y'all. Peace.
Press the out button.
They're a funny couple, man. Oh shoot. They're a funny couple. Yeah. But yeah, you're gonna listen to a couple, that's who you should listen to. They're a couple, they're a married couple. Don't listen to somebody who's not married. That's what I say. Get your relationship advice. But it was this one video I wanted to show you guys, and let me see what that video was at. I do it this way, it's a lot faster. But yeah, but for a woman that don't want to cook and clean, that's pretty messed up right there. And then you assume, and I think that would drive some men crazy. Like, you assume that's what a man wants. You assume, and you don't ask him yourself. That's one thing, is a turn off. Like, don't assume, ask. That's that way to agitation. But it's all about give and take in a relationship. I mean, you give and give, and you build up from there. You want to hold on a long-lasting relationship, unless you want to go from person to person to person to person until you finally figure it out what you want in life. But the whole goal is about, you don't want to go through the mental stress and headache of getting with somebody and you find out you're not really compatible and things like that. That's all what I was saying, basically. But you have women that just, they don't, they just see it one-sided, like you can say about some men see it one-sided. And so it ain't gonna work. There's got to be a certain unit, and the person got to want to be with you. If somebody don't want to be with you, and you getting on their last nerves, and you're trying to control them, manipulate, dominate them, it ain't gonna last too long. And I think that some women here haven't figured that out when they do that on a man. I mean, you wouldn't want a man doing that to you. But but you get, it's almost like you got to wrestle for the relationship, and it's not that. It's not how the way it goes, and they end up losing. They end up back being single. They end up back on the market. So it is what it is. And I lost that. That was a good channel. But here's some good advice, what she said.
You know you should be planning for the future. But savings accounts
I'll get to that video.
suck. And investing can be scary.
Hey y'all, I'm Crimsonites and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, I ran across this video. I was watching another video. Shout out to Reba TV. I was watching her video, and she reacted to yet another older black woman, and this one, she in her 30s. Okay, they call her Sprinkle. This Shira 7 been on this type of time for a minute on YouTube, and now she on TikTok with it. And she always got a halfway something she's saying. I find that to be the the worst kind of misleading and misguidance, is when you can skew something just enough that if you think about it a certain way, it could make sense. But the reality is, how people gonna take what you said. How the majority of your audience is actually gonna receive what you said, and it's that intent with which you say what you say. So I want to review this little short clip. It's just shy of 30 seconds. I'm gonna let it run twice, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a conversation about that. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen, and let's take a listen.
The only true love that truly exists is love between parent and child. The type of love most women are looking for, they will never find in a man. Okay? A man's job is to provide and protect you. If you're looking for nurturing, hugging, and affection, men are not like that. Okay? So please stop looking for something that does not exist in them. Get their money. Love yourselves. If you happen to marry and have kids, the most love you're ever going to get is going to come from a child, not a man. Okay? The only true love that truly exists is love between parent and child. The type of love most women are looking for, they will never find in a man. Okay? A man's job is to provide and protect you. If you're looking for nurturing, hugging, and affection, men are not like that. Okay? So please stop looking for something that does not exist in them. Get their money. Love yourselves. If you happen to marry and have kids, the most love you're ever going to get is going to come from a child, not a man. Okay? The only true love that...
I want to stop sharing it. And I let it run twice so you can hear the foolishness of that. And it's just a reiteration of what black women already think. That this is why black women don't think. That's what she stated was the underlying idea of why black women do not regard their husbands and even their sons as their family. Right? What she forgot to say was that black women really only love their girl children. They do not love their male children. And there's actually a video that I wanted to talk about at another point in time that actually proves that point. But I call cap on the whole situation about the only love you're going to get is from a child. The child's love to the mother is unconditional. Not the other way around. Because the level of abuse that happens in black women's homes towards their children, the level of neglect that happens in black women's homes towards their children, sometimes the level of homicide that happens in black women's homes to their children that they direct to their own biological children it belies that what she just said, that cuts that at the neck. It's completely not true.
It's coming from a woman.
There are only a handful, a small percentage of black mothers who are actually mothering their children, who actually have a love for their children as the pure love of a parent to a child would have. The rest of y'all had babies for checks. The rest of y'all had babies to keep this dude. The rest of y'all had babies to spite this dude. The rest of y'all had babies because y'all was competing with the other baby mamas that he had. The rest of y'all had babies for all these other reasons beyond having babies for the sake of being a part of a functional, healthy nuclear family and being a mother. Y'all and I have stop the cap. Stop acting like y'all are having babies and in family settings because you want to be mothers. It's a whole gang of y'all that have babies for all kind of reasons that don't have nothing to do with parenting, nothing to do with love, nothing to do with wanting children, nothing to do with family rearing and family building, none of that. So once again, the child's love to the parent is pure and unconditional. Not necessarily the other way around. Then she said something else was wrong. If you're looking for love and affection from men, it's not in them. But it's not men that won't get up at 3 a.m. to fix a sandwich if you really needed them to do that. It's not men. It's not women that put their life on the line for men. When was the last time you heard of women sacrificing their actual life for any man in their family, including their children, including their male children? When the last time you seen a mother, a black mother, risk it all for her children? When the last time you seen a black woman truly take up for a black man, and it may have meant that she may receive some backlash or she might have a negative consequence for having done it? Who's always filing for divorces and breaking the family? Who's always doing that? It's not the men. And that's not to say men never do nothing wrong. The love between, the misguidance is that the love between parents and children is just different from the love that is between a romantic couple. She's projecting. Hyenas are transactional, so therefore there is no love involved. And then she proved it by talking about the transaction. Get their money, love yourself. See, this all goes into the bad sexual market value that so many black women actually have. At the top, if you recall this chart, you see loving. This is what lionesses do. The sexual component, the romantic component of a relationship involves spiritual, loving, purposeful, and satisfying objectives. When you are a hyena, the only thing that you are truly worried about is the transaction. And going down that road may lead into humiliating or even criminal types of activity. Okay? And she just proved it by in that small clip. Get their money, love yourself. But y'all don't even know what loving yourself is. And she's projecting again. That is the love that hyenas have. They don't come past the transaction. See, and I explained how women's love work. It works differently than men's love.
Coming from a woman.
Because men live externally and they are by nature selfless. Their love is external. And what I mean by that is it don't have to grow necessarily. Once men love you, they love you. And they demonstrate that love through having respect for you and things of that nature. But they also demonstrate that love not only through affection, but the other 3 P's as well as procreation. They demonstrate it by provision and not just money. We've gone over this before. They demonstrate it by solving all your problems. They're the one that you call when you have issues that you can't resolve or you need help with. They're the ones that are protecting even into their life and working to create a structure for their family that actually helps to protect them. And then we got the procreation, which is physical intimacy, anywhere from affectionate touches, words, down to actual sexual intercourse. One might argue that men love women more than women love men. And one would be hard pressed to go against that argument. This is why I explain how women's love is we live our life internally. So the first thing that we love about a man is what he does for us, how we benefit from him. That's the first level of love. And it is transactional. Hyenas never move from that spot. The difference between a hyena and a lioness is we move from that spot and we go not down the list into humiliating and criminal, but we go up. Once we love you for what you do, which is technically a transaction, we go into the emotional connection, the spiritual part of it, then the loving part of it, then the purpose part of it, then satisfaction. We go up the scale.
Now, more than ever, veterans are doing this to improve their quality of life.
Wow. Did you see where she broke that down? I like her breakdown, boy. That's awesome, man, what she said. That is so true. Oh my God. What she said is so true. Man. She knocked that out the park perfectly. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real woman. That's a real woman speaking facts. Wow. I'm like, wow. But guess what?
Sorry, yeah, she said don't deal with black men. But so basically only deal with white and other cultures. You see those other cultures, if you look at for example, Asian women, they're slim. Asian men want slim women, not big, tubby black women. They don't want any tubby women at all.
I'm gonna say most men in the whole world. I'm gonna say as far as let's say 98%. 98% because there are, you know, the ones that have their fetishes. Because other than that, do men really want a woman that's overweight? I'm gonna say no. So I'm gonna more point
as weight's gone up, marriage gone down.
Exactly. So then it's an issue. So it's funny that when I see women talk about Kevin Samuels or bring up certain people's names, right? So say they bring up Kevin Samuels or they bring up Tate. Exactly. When they bring up certain men, right? It's funny that do you know, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. When I see these sort of women say these certain things, and I watch the video, they look mash up, or they're overweight, or they're not good looking, or they're masculine.
Are usually simps. They're usually overweight dudes. Ain't got nothing going on for them, so it's the same thing.
Yes, but I'm targeting the women right now. The women that typically say these things or have a problem is the ones that are overweight or some ugly busted woman, masculine, couldn't keep up fire in the house because they want to leave too.
Yeah, man, no wonder.
So I'm trying to say, like, I've realized that a lot of the women that say these sort of things is that you can't qualify for anything, so shut up.
So you're seeing the pattern.
I'm seeing the pattern. So for me, I personally don't have a problem in a sense if a man wants to go elsewhere, because if he values himself and says, I'm not going to put up with the stuff that's around in my vicinity,
Why deal with it?
Why deal with it? Go elsewhere. Find better women. I don't have a
screen and vet then. Screen vet.
Men
and also men just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes we give in to the pleasures of the skin and we go, oh, she looks good. Let me deal with that. And then a lot of men accept crap because their self-worth.
Can I say this? Women will say, just like in the last clip, right? Don't settle, yada yada yada, you're queen, you're diva, you're blah blah blah, you deserve more.
Queen.
So when men are saying, I'm going to find a woman I want in a different country because I cannot find her here, why are you upset about it? So then a woman don't have to, she shouldn't settle, but a man should settle for these masculine women.
Take me as I am. Accept me as I am. I'm not going to change.
Then accept these men for who they are to you then.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'll just say this. When will women realize that they don't decide when they get married or a committed relationship? So we go back to screening and vetting, right? I think men should screen and vet. If she, like the lady was saying, if she displays certain red flags, run for the hills. Most definitely run for the hills. Don't be like, oh, I still want to smash though, because some guys will invest time and then they say, well, I can't get that time back though, so I'm going to stick with this. No, run for the hills. Take it as a loss.
Definitely.
Take it, not even a loss, take it as a lesson. Right? I took a lesson from this, it didn't work out. Run for the hills. She ain't worth it, because she can talk all that talk and she can say it with so much conviction. I require this. If he does this, blah blah blah. But is that same woman getting the outcomes that she says she wants?
No, they're all single.
She'll tell you that, oh, if I want, I'm single by choice. If I want, I could have a relationship. Yeah, right. We all know that's BS.
Women that say they're single by choice is capping. You're capping. And for people that will say, oh, you're a female, how can you say yada yada yada? Why do you think blah 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 and say this about women and you're on the man's side or whatever? I'm gonna say this, right? This is to answer your questions. For it, if it will come, I believe it will come.
Whoa. There it is. They tell the truth.
You don't belong there. You don't belong around these gangbangers, right? You went to school for law, right? You're an attorney, right? Only way you're supposed to be around them is if you're representing them in a case. They're paying you. That's the only reason why you should be around them, if you're representing them. You're not representing any of them. You just want to be involved in street politics, street garbage, street nonsense, gang banging etiquette. This is what you want to be involved in. Even though you went to school, even though you're an attorney, even though you have a law degree. So I keep telling you, black men, don't matter who they are, they the same people. He should have a hive mind. Let's go.
That's the ultimate enforcer of the law. So if you get pulled over in your car for speeding, a law enforcement officer is going to give you a citation. When you go to the judge and he judges that you are responsible, he is the actual enforcer of the law. That's what a judge does, whether it's a criminal or a civil matter. So when you go before a judge on a criminal or civil matter, you are making law enforcement aware of unlawful conduct. And that unlawful conduct that is put on the floor today is involving battery, resulting in what I assume would be a personal injury matter. I'm not privy to the actual complaint, but it seems to me that's what the allegations were, and that's what the monetary damages were for. It doesn't matter if that became a medical condition. The issue is that it resulted from unlawful conduct.
Ask him, was he under oath? Ask that.
Okay. It's presumed, but were you under oath when you were discussing that you mean? You ain't under oath? I did.
Paying the cue, bro. What you say I'm saying?
Now let me speak. You asking me questions every time. I'm going to this nigga speak. Then the female talking for this nigga. Y'all playing, y'all putting her on like she's a skill. This one, she ain't no skill ass man. She speaking for the streets and she ain't got nothing to do with no streets.
Exactly. Now I don't care what they talking about, but he is right. This dude 40. She's speaking for the streets, but she has nothing to do with the street with this street mess. Nothing to do with it. Why is she up there? Because she loves the attention from gangbangers. She can get what? How about being around other lawyers, right? How about being around other lawyers? How about being around other productive black men? How about being around black men that are productive, period, that's not involved in this? How about being on, if you're going to be on a platform, why don't you be on a platform with some productive brothers talking about something else other than destroying? Why would you be on a platform with brothers talking about building, you know, substance? No, you want to be here because this turns them on. This turns them on. So I don't really care about these two bookies, but what I do agree with what he said. She has nothing to do with it. Why is she even there? Exactly, she's a lawyer. What she's doing over there with y'all? For what?
I just gave you a whole description. So listen.
Now you see why this passport bros.
Never let me talk.
Now you see why.
You just said that snitching is of anything to do with a judge that's lawful or da-da-da. That's what she said. But she wants to describe it as this, that, and that. No, anything to do with a judge. So if you get in a car accident, you have to go in that courtroom for a car accident or anything or eviction, nigga, then you snitch. You don't got to nah, bro. Street knows ain't deal with that, bro. Stop playing, my nigga. Stop playing. Hey, I just got this. Motherfucker just rear into me. They got pumped in my ankle. That shit ain't no court involved, ain't none of that involved. That's shut up, man. That's what I'm saying. You don't really fight no case. What do you mean settled out? Come on, it's no settled out. That's the story. If you have, once you under oath when you gave your statements on the stand, yes or no? You see how the nigga just cut me off? Yes or no? I don't check one mic and none of it. That's my question. Was you under oath?
Now that's just one Keisha, right? That's one Keisha. Let's get to this other one.
Courtroom and say that's the man that attacked me. You not telling the court I ain't no crook and I ain't no gangbanger?
You start thinking you won't have it, bro. Motherfucker, right again.
I keep it 1,000. I keep it 1,000. Hey, if that one don't throw in the mouth, you wouldn't have been the second court case. I don't remember putting out shit. I didn't give a fuck. I'm in here for the money to do it.
Hey, how you win the lawsuit? How you win the money? How you win the lawsuit? You didn't throw in the mouth. Yeah, how did you win the lawsuit?
I didn't want you out. Listen, if I file a lawsuit, who did you sue?
You haven't identified who you were suing, and for what reason.
Niggas is really trying to turn an eviction court into a prison.
You have to identify the fuck with me. We was never your landlord. We was never your landlord.
Hold on a second. We're gonna reset the thing. Reset the
So that's the reason why this passport protest, even when the women who are very in near passport bro status, they go for the men that are low class status as a sense of excitement and thinking that's the protection and all that drama. That's what I'm saying. That's why men are just, there are some men that just want to go overseas because they those passport brothers that's probably in that level, that's what kind of women that they come across. They come across the same type of mentality of women. You know, it's just that it's messed up, man. And then the same type of women that get on social media and be moaning and griping about these men going overseas to upward mobility, but yet you didn't want, you find it kind of exciting to deal with the Pookies and the Ray Rays, and then you get mad at all black men, and put us in the same doggone category. Then you want to amp up whatever. So that's basically what he was saying. But it's just that it's unfreaking believable. Like, why would you want to be around somebody who's a gangbanger? You know? But you got some women that like that kind of stuff, man. They like that kind of excitement. They want to fix the man. I can change the man. I can challenge the man. And it's like, that's crazy. It's some women that like that. I'm serious. And so that's why, and they just think that you just should just put up with it and be a whip and whip down to it. Why are you banning the community? Because it's her own. That's her decision. And it's like women. There's some women that won't take accountability, and the very ones be complaining about that is the very ones that be sitting up here to all about the passport bros and water men going out of the country and stuff like that. Look what the men in this country got to go through. Good men got to go through because they want a civilized life. It's boring. I need some more excitement. You got some women that like that. You don't pay enough attention to me. I really was attracted to him because he got that little rough edge to him. It's like, wow, really? You know, like what the hell?
Let me tell you why dating in LA is so trash. Okay. I mean, as you know, the black guys out here don't date black girls, which makes it hard for me as a black woman that likes black men. And yeah, I've been out here for almost a year. I could count on one hand the dates I've gone on since I've lived out here, and I have zero that were even of quality. Like, the guys out here that do date black girls, no. And the guys in LA that do date black girls, it's giving like, you should be grateful I like you energy, and I swear to God, it's like happened so many times. Because they know that black guys don't date black women. Like, I wouldn't even say a date. I was out with a guy that likes me. And, you know, he was like, yeah, I know, they don't be dating black girls, but I love black women. I love black women. Mind you, he was broke, didn't have a job, had 2 kids, but was expecting me to give him a chance because he likes black girls. And that's just the energy out here. It's like, hey, you gotta be somebody like
you. Went on a date with her. See, a lot of you women don't understand, bro. Ma'am, I don't want to be rude, I don't want to be disrespectful, but you can't compete with the 9s and the 10s that exist out there in LA. That's not your lane. You should have moved to a smaller town in the Midwest or the South, and maybe you'll be able to find you the type of guy that you want to find. It's still going to be hard because, let's be real, guys who are highly sought after by other women want the best women that they could possibly get.
It's that simple. What are you trying to do would be the equivalent of me moving to Billionaires Road on 57th Street in New York trying to compete with the billionaires when I don't even have millions. All I got is a couple thousand. That's what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense. You got to go where you have a competitive advantage, and it ain't LA. I'm sorry. You are not competitive in LA. It is what it is.
You got coolers, you packing up, acting like you're going somewhere. Where you think you're going?
Let that man live, man.
2-day tournament. But when does the tournament start?
Oh, he's serious.
But today is not Saturday. Today is Thursday.
Today is pre-fish. Tomorrow is sit back, ride around again if I want to.
Pre-fish?
If not, I'm gonna rig up my stuff, sit back, and drink some beer with the fellas.
Tell her what you gonna do, big brother.
Oh, so this is a bass boycation.
Yeah, and then we get all our stuff together. Where I ain't gotta drive 2 hours back and forth.
That's just a regular commute.
No, it's not.
No big deal.
Not pulling no boat.
I know that's right.
I never do it again.
So you're gonna win this tournament, I presume. You're gonna be gone from home for.
I'm gonna do what I can do. I won last week.
You think you're bad?
I like OG.
I'm fast and bougie.
That man said fast and bougie.
Where did you grow up?
My father was in the military, so I lived everywhere. I've lived overseas. I've traveled overseas. I've seen the world. The Western woman, the American woman, from a standpoint of marriage and family, this is the worst place in the world to choose a wife. Not only the worst place in the world, it's the worst place in the annals of history to choose a wife. Attention to a woman is like crack cocaine. And so she's seeing these things on the internet. And she's got guys in her DM, and they're giving her a false idea of their value. Male attention is monopoly money. Because when you hit 35 and that attention starts to go away and you start looking for men, the kind of men you want, now you're competing with the younger, hotter, more fertile girl. There's a reason that the creator starts, you start to lose your eggs, in the mid-30s? I have daughters. My youngest daughter just graduated from college. She's 22. My advice to them, find the best man you can at your youngest age and settle down with him.
And if that man is 40 years old, you'd be okay with it?
40?
Yeah.
As long as he can provide for her and she loves her, he's going to treat her right, absolutely. As long as they're an adult. It's okay for an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old to have to put it all out on the internet. She's old enough to do that. She's old enough to be in a relationship. Because the older man is more seasoned, he can teach her, he's developed himself, he's got resources, and he's able to provide for her. You see all these pretty women walking around, they're in Vegas, they understand, they're monetizing their sexuality. This is the world we live in, right? But at my age and when I know, and I can pull out thousands of dollars.
Oh, I thought he was gonna pull out he pulled out money.
No, I can pull out money. Thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars right here.
I'm the pretty guy now.
You know, if we're being 100% honest, OG did make a lot of great points. And let's be real, man. The Western woman, especially the American woman, are not marriage material on average, man. Like, I see countless videos every day. Stop doing wifey things for dudes who didn't put a ring on it. I don't care if he is paying all your bills. I don't care if he is taking care of your bastard children. They're telling these women that they shouldn't behave like a wife. That rhetoric is being spewed out all over the internet. So, of course, dudes ain't going for it, bro. He's telling men, go overseas and get a paradigm shift, man. Switch your perspective, because overseas women have a tendency to be more submissive and they cater to their men. Women over here are taught not to cater to their men, bro. Real talk. I know a lot of you men can confirm this in the comments, bro. You ever been to like a family function and your girl go to reach you a spoon, a plate, or anything, and one of them old bitter ass women in her family, he got legs, his legs work? Come on, man. It's indoctrination, bro.
Men, you know when you see a beautiful woman that's out of your league and you feel
That'd
scared?
be my next video.
That
I got a
feeling
video on
in your
that
chest, it's called
He's
common
telling the truth.
sense.
Hey, how you doing over there, Red Bone?
Bitch, you is hot.
What the hell?
Say, bro, real talk, I don't know if she talking about herself or not, but if she talking about herself, man, listen, bro. But fellas, forget what she talking about, man. You see something you like, man, go with your move, bro. You gotta go for no. The more no's you get, the closer to a yes you gonna get. That sales 101 for you right there, my boy. Law of averages.
What is your wildest spring break confession?
I got trained, that's it.
What do you mean by that? How was that experience? Rated from 1 to 10?
10.
10? What was so good about it?
I didn't have to do anything.
Hey, at this point, man, you gotta ask your girl how many spring break trips she done took, because this is a possibility that this was her reality.
I don't
know, y'all. I don't know if it's just me, but like it's literally terrifying, like scary as fuck. Like how important sex is to me. Like that shit is literally scary. Like if you are not planning on fucking a nigga, like he will literally treat you like the scum of the fucking earth. And it's just like, oh my god, like it's literally scary as fuck. Because you mean to tell me that I have to like I have to like you or like give you a chance to let you even like me for you to treat me like a decent human being? Who raised y'all? Oh, that's right, y'all side piece having ass big back ass mother.
Right, so look, what this young lady gotta understand is dudes want sex and y'all want time and attention. And if we gotta give you time and attention and there's no chance of getting sex, then of course we're not gonna treat you the way you wanna be treated because you're not holding up your end to the bargain. We both want things and you're not willing to give what we want, but you expect us to give what you want. Make that make sense. It don't make sense to me. So the dude is basically saying, I'm gonna take my ball and go home and go and pursue a woman who I do have a chance at sleeping with.
We are no longer slandering men who like singers. Y'all, like, this girl posted on her story that she wanted to go out on a walk with her dog, but she don't want to go alone. So me, naturally wanting to make friends, I respond, let's go. Y'all, I've been on scene for 3 days. 3 days. Like, I'm actually humiliated.
Not only is the feeling of rejection something that most men gotta deal with on a day-to-day basis, the utter disrespect of not even responding, not even acknowledging it is another layer on top of that. So I'm glad this woman was able to experience that because it switched her perspective. Now she understands why men do the things, some of the things that men do. It's rough out here in these streets, man.
I cannot take that. I can't take no more. I can't take no more. Man, I'm sick of it.
So I'm about to cut this video, but yeah, it was a different perspective on different individual videos. I hope that this video makes it through. But just to give you an idea from a perspective of people that want to be married, and beware of the people that don't want to be married. And listen to the people that want to be married. If a woman ever come across this video, don't listen to women that don't want to be married. Don't listen to no Shira 7. Definitely not. Don't take no advice. And that's why. And there's a lot of women with that kind of mindset. It's gonna keep you single. And this is what we're telling you. And when you get in it's gonna click on you in your late 40s or 50s or 60s. And you're like, oh, it's too late now. So you do what you do. If you're a woman come across this video, because men ain't gonna take that crap no more. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like it used to be. You can have 5 dudes, 1 dude do this, 1 dude do that. No, because men are waking up. Even the most nicest, kindest, hardest man is not gonna put up with it. Everybody has a limit. Just like women have a limit, men have a limit too. There's only so much. So it's just something to think about. That's why I made this video. And if it offends somebody, oh well. This is how the way it is. The reason why some women are not in relationships. So I had to show another video to point that out. It's just not a male. It's not just males just saying it. It's women even saying it. That they see what other women do. So they got had to hold some women feet to the fire, just like men hold men's feet to the fire. It's only fair, and women gotta be held accountable. That's why I made this video. So if you want a relationship, do. But you see what kind of before that video, you got some. That's why passport bros, because you got some women, even high profession, want to be around somebody who's a low class person, chasing behind that kind of excitement. So what does that say about the black men who are not like that? Who got a sense of common sense and direction. You say one thing, that's what you want, but when God presents it to you, you're not happy with it. God bring you the man, you're not happy with it. He show you by his character, you're not happy with it because it don't seem real. It's not exciting. You unappreciated it, and then you go back being single again. A lot of these celebrity women don't lose their husband and then go back from do to do to do to do. And it's sad that you see them in their 40s and 50s doing that. And there's women, good women, that waited for men will give them the moon and the stars. And you got women that are too entitled here. That's why I said, men, wait your turn. Let God show you where that woman's heart is at. It's not just the looks. It's what's inside here. Be blessed. Take care.